Hey there, what is going on? My name is Austin Zabak, and today we're going to be talking about how I make $78,950 a month from 7 different streams of income. I was actually inspired to make this video by a guy by the name of Graham Stephan, who has a video titled how he makes $59,750 a month from his 6 streams of income. I've actually met Graham and hung out with Graham several times, if you know who that is. We actually did a video last month on Jubilee Media titled Do All Millionaires Think the Same? And he's a great guy, truly inspiring to see what he's been able to do. And like I said, this video, he inspired me to make, so I really hope you enjoy it. So you're probably like, okay, I don't care how much money you make, and the reality of it is, I'm not here to brag or to boast. The last thing that I want you to do is think that I have some over-the-top ego, and that is why I'm making today's video. Instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you my streams of income, how I'm able to do what I'm able to do, and why having multiple streams of income is a phenomenal idea for you as well. That way, if a tough time were to come into your life, you are prepared and you have multiple streams of income. That way, one stream of income can take care of another stream of income, just in case, for whatever reason, your primary stream of income happens to get wiped out. So essentially, if you stay till the end of the video, I'm gonna show you how you can become financially independent and financially stable with multiple streams of income. And just remember, I am a normal, average guy, okay? I'm not like some over-the-top guy that got like a 4.5 GPA that did all honors classes. I'm very normal, very average, and if I can do this, I promise you, you can as well. If you wouldn't mind really quick smashing that like button for the YouTube algorithm, I would really appreciate it, and then we'll go ahead and jump right into it. So my first stream of income is actually wholesaling real estate. Wholesaling real estate was essentially a business that I never planned on getting into. I was working a 9-to-5 job, and I didn't really like where I was at in my life. I was about 17 or 18 years old, and I made great money. I made probably 6 figures, okay? So I was making about $8,000 to $10,000 a month, but I just hated doing what I was doing, ultimately. And I saw a Facebook ad actually by a guy talking about how I could get into real estate with no money down. Now, similar to what you're probably thinking right now, I was like, there's no way I can get into real estate with no money down, because I was always taught growing up that you had to have a lot of money to get into real estate. But essentially, contrary to popular belief, I was shown how I could get into real estate with actually no money down. And that is essentially what wholesaling real estate is. It is basically, in a nutshell, where you're not actually buying any property. You're locking up the property as the buyer, but ultimately you're selling the contract or your rights to the real estate before you actually close on the property to another end buyer. So long story short, I got into wholesaling real estate and I was actually making pretty good money. Fast forward to today, we have a team and we have a blast, and we do this every single day, essentially where we're locking up properties as the buyers, we're flipping the contracts to other buyers, and we're making a profit. Now, obviously, with our team today, we actually do tend to take down or purchase these properties from time to time because we're looking at so many and we're able to cherry pick what deals we actually like the best. But for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to include how much we make renovating properties because it isn't something we do all the time, and I'm just going to include what we make wholesaling real estate, which is on average about 15 deals per month, and our average deal size is about $10,000. Now, what you need to keep in mind here is that I have 2 other business partners, so for the purpose of today's video, I make about $25,000 per month wholesaling real estate, which actually leads me to income stream number 2, and that is that I'm actually a real estate agent, okay? So I've been a real estate agent for about 5 years now, and I actually got my license because I fell in love with wholesaling real estate. After I got into real estate, I realized that I loved real estate. I was actually passionate about it, and I loved helping other people. I loved helping sellers in distressed situations, and I figured that if I loved doing that so much, I would probably love working with traditional buyers and sellers. So what did I do? I got my real estate license, and fast forward to today, it has been a phenomenal 5 years. Now, I've been very fortunate and blessed, and I've been a very hard worker, and pretty much every year since the year I got my real estate license, I've made a very minimum of about 6 figures per year, and more recently, I made multiple 6 figures a year, meaning $200,000 a year or more. And just to give you a little recap, the reason that I love real estate and the reason I still love it to this day is because I'm totally in control of my income. I'm 100% in control of my schedule, which I personally love. I've worked many 9-to-5 jobs before that I just hated being told what to do and when to do it and when I could go on vacation or have a sick day. And for me, real estate was kind of a way out, and it was the ultimate way out that I knew that I could do. I knew that I could set my own schedule and make my own income. Ultimately, I knew that I was in charge of my own destiny, and I was in charge of how much money I would be able to make, and nobody could tell me what I was and was not worth. Traditional real estate is not my primary focus, but it is definitely up there with the things that I do on a day-to-day basis, and therefore, on average, I would say I make anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 a month with traditional real estate. As of about a year ago, I actually decided to start a real estate team. So now I have anywhere from 5 to 10 agents on my team, depending on the month. Obviously, it is an industry where the failure rate is actually fairly high, I believe, just like every other industry in my opinion. So that is why my team fluctuates from month to month in terms of how many agents are actually on my team. So I would say the majority of my real estate agent income is primarily me actually producing that income, and a small percentage of it is other agents that are on my team, where I take a very small portion in order to give them leads and in order to provide them with technical support, the office, and pretty much everything necessary to be a real estate agent. So as you can see, we're about 4 months into 2020 at the time of making this video, and I've made about $125,000 so far in the first 4 months, which is actually a little bit higher than I was talking about a minute ago, which is a really great start to 2020. I'm super blessed and grateful to be able to make the kind of money that I'm talking about, obviously. So as you can see, I've made about $31,250 per month if you average it out over the last 4 months. And I would say for me, that is pretty average, and I hope that that number continues to go up. But again, like I said, being a real estate agent isn't something I spend 100% of my time doing. Obviously now I do other things, and I tend to be a real estate agent when obviously I'm called to be a real estate agent, but it isn't something I wake up and do for 10 or 12 hours every single day. My third stream of income is actually the ATM business. I currently own about 50 ATM machines, and if you're thinking, Austin, are you talking about the ATM machines at Wells Fargo or Chase or Bank of America or my local credit union? And that is essentially what I'm talking about, except for the fact that I'm not a part of a bank and I'm not a banker, and I pretty much know nothing about the banking system other than what the average American knows about the banking system, I guess. So what I will say is that there's about 500,000 privately owned ATM machines in the United States of America, and we own about 50 of those. Just to give you a little bit of context, because you're probably like, Austin, you went from real estate to the ATM business, and I don't even see how those two are alike in any way, shape, or form. I was never planning on getting into the ATM business. It was actually kind of a funny story, but essentially I was getting my hair cut, and I just kind of happened to get into the business because my barber didn't have an ATM, and I called my buddy and I was like, hey, we should do this, and we ended up getting into it. So as you can tell, you don't have to be incredibly smart or talented to get into this business to make passive income or residual income from the ATM business. And I would say, fast forward to today, it's been about a year. We make anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 per month from being in the actual ATM business itself. What happened was we got into the ATM business, and then all of a sudden there was all these different people that wanted to get into the business as well. We actually ended up finding a couple of other lucrative income streams inside of the ATM business. One of them being doing processing for other people. So we probably do processing for about another 50 people on top of the 50 ATM machines that we own personally. And I would say on average, we make about $5,000 a month doing processing for other people. And it isn't a big income stream by any means, but it is an income stream. And for that, I wanted to make sure I included it in today's video. Another thing that we just happened to get into was selling the actual hardware, the actual ATM machines. And if you didn't know, on average, an ATM machine is about $2,500. We ended up partnering with an ATM manufacturer, and they give us a percentage every time we sell an ATM machine. On average, I would say we sell anywhere from 10 to 20 ATM machines per month just from our local network, and people like you watching this video right now, or people from Instagram or in real life that just ask us if they can get an ATM machine, and we essentially just are the middlemen. And this is an income stream that I've included in the overall ATM business income stream, and that equates to about another $5,000 per month. Now again, I have a business partner in the ATM business, and for the purpose of today's video, I'm gonna say I make about 40% take home. Our expenses are really not that high in this business, so I'm factoring about 20% in total expenses. I take 40, my partner takes 40, and that leaves about 20 in expenses. So we're gonna say I make about $12,500 a month overall with the ATM business, which I think is pretty much dead on. Which brings me to my fourth stream of income, and that is affiliate links. So I actually come from an affiliate marketing background, and before I worked the 9-to-5 jobs that I was talking about earlier, there was actually a couple of affiliate marketing companies that I was partnered up with, and I'm actually very familiar with that industry. Now, this is not a crazy stream of income for me by any means whatsoever. I did want to include it in today's video to give you overall insight on how much money you can make with affiliate marketing, and maybe this is an income stream where you might be able to make a lot more than I'm currently making. I would say on average I make about $1,000 a month from affiliate marketing, and this ranges all the way from Amazon, people asking what kind of books I read and stuff like that, and me linking the books in my description in my YouTube videos, and a couple of other softwares and services that I use personally that I link in my YouTube descriptions and have in my Instagram profile. And like I said, it isn't anything big, and I'm not getting rich from affiliate marketing by any means. I probably make, like I said, about $1,000 a month. I would never rely on affiliate marketing myself personally. I know a lot of people that do. There are actually some people that I do know that make a lot of money from affiliate marketing, I will say, and it is a phenomenal stream of income because essentially what you're doing is you're taking somebody else's product or service and you're selling it, and you're making a percentage of the total profit. And what I love about that is you're not having to actually create your own product or create your own service. You're not having to start a company and have a bunch of overhead and employees and things of that nature. Instead, you're taking a product or a service that already exists and you're just selling it or promoting it for, again, a percentage of the total profit. So I guess there's a lot of potential with affiliate marketing, and I'm hoping that maybe eventually I'll make more than $1,000 a month, but again, it isn't a primary focus of mine by any means, and the more money that I make with this income stream, ultimately, it'll just be icing on the cake. Which brings me to income stream number 5, and that is YouTube. At the time of this video, I'm not big on YouTube by any means. Graham Stephan and Ryan Scribner and all these other guys in the personal finance or the entrepreneurship or the stock or real estate niche are much bigger than me. I have about 13,000 subscribers at the time of making this video. I'm hoping by the end of the year, if you smash the like button and subscribe right now, which I don't know why you haven't already, that I have a bigger community of people watching my videos. But again, this is not something that I'm definitely planning on or counting on by any means. As you can see, on average, I make about $700 a month on YouTube right now, and that is just YouTube ad revenue. So that is cost per mile, otherwise known as CPM, and every 1,000 views that I get, I would say my CPM is like $30 to $35, and I think I make 55% of that, and YouTube makes about 45% of that. I don't get an insane amount of views right now, although I hope that this is a video that goes viral and changes the game forever on YouTube because, well, that would just be pretty freaking sweet. Overall, I got onto YouTube because I really fell in love with social media. So really quick, a little side story is that I got big on Instagram and I kind of fell in love with the idea of helping other people. I kind of fell in love with the idea also of just being an influencer and having a camera on me and ultimately challenging myself every single day. What I love about it is that people will tell you and they'll be honest with you if they like your stuff, if they don't like your stuff, if you're helping other people, if you're not helping other people. And ultimately, I really love the challenge that social media brings me every single day. So I got onto YouTube because I figured it would be another challenge similar to Instagram because I feel, in my opinion, like I've done a pretty good job at building my Instagram account, and YouTube is kind of the next step up. It is the next level up, and a lot more energy and a lot more time has to go into making these videos, but I truly love it and I'm truly enjoying the journey. So even if it's another 100 or 200 videos before I get a video to go viral, that is perfectly okay with me, and I'm not doing this on any level to get rich. Which brings me to income stream number 6, and that is course sales. So my business partner, Austin, yeah, his name's Austin also, and myself have a couple of courses together, but really we have one that we've been promoting more than the other ones, and that is the ATM course. And we don't market these super heavily. This isn't something we wake up and push every day. We run a ton of ads to. As a matter of fact, we basically haven't run any ads up until this point. We have just started kind of playing around with the idea that maybe we'll run some ads. That way we're not just selling them to people that organically watch our stuff. This course was something that we created because of the amount of people asking for it. I mean, ultimately, we got into the business. We never planned on getting into the business. We actually had a mentor that helped us do what we were able to do in that amount of time. And we started posting about it on Instagram and stuff, and everybody in the world was like, Austin, like what in the world? This is like a very lucrative passive income stream. And they had all these questions about insurance and how to land the machine and all these different things. So we just figured we'd make a course. And as you can see, from December 31st till now, we've made about $21,000, which is about $7,000 a month, give or take. This is one of those income streams that honestly is a blessing. I love being able to help other people and make money at the same time. And just the fact that we're able to do that, I'm just truly grateful to have the opportunity to be able to do that. And I would encourage you, if you're watching this, if you have any sort of talent or capability, anything at all that is like a bit uncommon or not everybody in the world knows how to do it, to create some sort of online course, online education. There's a big demand for this right now. And believe it or not, there's a lot of skills and talents and abilities that you probably have that you're not even aware people would pay for, such as cooking or cleaning or walking your dog or fixing your car or whatever it might be. I know that it's pretty crazy, okay? So just do your due diligence. Do your research and see if you have some sort of talent or capability that would be worth money to the world. My only thing with courses is just to make sure that you're not just making the course to make the course. Don't ever make a course to make money. I've seen this time and time again, especially on YouTube and Instagram, being a social media influencer or whatever it is that they're calling these people nowadays. I've just seen so many people make courses and you can just tell that they're in it for the money, and it never turns out good when you're in it for the money. So with course sales, I pretty much make about $3,500 a month. And I would say again, that is one of my smaller income streams. It has been going up a little bit month after month lately, but I don't intend on this income stream being like some astronomical number, okay? I would love to see like $5,000 a month from this income stream. For me personally, again, I do have a business partner on that one, so just something to kind of keep in mind. Anyways, that brings me to my last and final income stream, which is income stream number 7, and that is from time to time, I'll do a mentorship. So this income stream is not huge by any means whatsoever, and in all reality, I love doing it, okay? This is something that I truly love doing. I love helping people, and typically I help people in the real estate industry and from time to time in the ATM business. And it's something where I take personal time out of my day to get on coaching calls and to actually mentor them through business and through life. Now, obviously this income stream is I'm kind of limited, okay? Again, it is an income stream where I'm essentially trading time for money. And that isn't a passive income by any means, it is just an income stream. And I only have so much time in a day, therefore I really have to be careful about how much of this I actually take on and how many people I actually work with on a month-to-month basis. So I would say very realistically and on average, we make about $5,000 per month with this income stream. So yeah, pretty much I make about $5,000 a month doing one-on-one coaching, one-on-one mentorships. And again, that isn't something that I can scale. It isn't something that I would even want to scale. I just enjoy doing it, and it is an extra stream of income. It ends up being a win-win for everybody. And yeah, it just kind of is what it is. So as you can see, the total income that I'm making right now on average every single month is about $78,950. And again, I beg you to understand that I'm not bragging, I'm not boasting when I say that. I really, really am just a normal average guy. And I really wanted to just share with you that anything is possible. And I never thought in a million years that those numbers that I'm talking about right here would be the numbers that I was making personally. And I hope every single day that I'm able to provide value and I'm able to do good in the world and ultimately continue to raise the bar for myself and to continue to challenge myself to new levels and to new heights, and ultimately to be able to just help as many people in the process as humanly possible. So I hope that you take the value you got from this video and you apply it to your own life to create a better future for yourself and your family or your future family. And again, my name is Austin Zabak. I really appreciate you for watching this video. If you stayed till the very end and you still haven't smashed the like button, please do so. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.